Behind running an online agency or an online business or an AI agency like I'm doing, there's a lot more than just what platform do I use, how do I get clients, how do I market it, how do I sell it, how do I pitch. It's a lot more than that. All of that technical shit that I post on my Instagram or on here, it's like 20% of the game. Other 80% is you. And before you click off thinking it's like a motivational video where I'm gonna sit here and be like, bro, you gotta do push-ups in the morning, mindset, bro, mindset training. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you one thing that have helped me. I've been stuck at $0 for the past 4 years. I dropped out of college in 2021 or 2022, late 2021, and I was struggling to I tried making money every single day. I promise you, every single day I tried making money. And there was one thing that kept me going every single day without giving up, without seeing any results. There was one thing. And that thing is, you're not ready to hear this because you heard that it's a bad thing. But it is ego. Having an ego. A lot of people tell me like, you have a big ego, it's not good, and it's not that, it's not this. Stop having an ego, drop the ego. No. The ego is a good thing. The ego is what have kept me going every single day for the past 4 years. The ego is what tells me, you made 30K this month, it isn't shit. Go and work again. I promise, this month or last month, I made 30K. Okay? The month before that, I was at $0. And I made the $0 jump to 30K within like in 1 month. Okay? I should be out there celebrating. I should be out there, bullshitting, buying bullshit stuff, financing a Porsche, traveling to other countries, having fun, but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm in my office, like literally, look at this shit, man. I just came from the gym. I'm in my office. I'm just working. Why? Because my ego is telling me 30K, bro, isn't shit for you. You can do a lot more. And to a lot of you people, it's like, probably, no, bro, that's not a correct way to think because 30K is a lot of money. You should be thankful. I'm absolutely thankful. Without God, I wouldn't have this. I'm absolutely thankful. Alhamdulillah for everything. But at the same time, I have an ego that tells me, you can do better, you can do more. 30K isn't shit. That's just how I am. Okay? And this ego is exactly what is going to take me to 100K a month. Inshallah. I know that. Because my ego isn't that type of ego that kills you. There is two type of ego. Okay, let me tell you, there is two type of egos. One ego is the bad ego that you don't want at all. That is the ego that you see in Scarface. The movie Scarface, Tony Montana, he just starts thinking he's the shit and he starts like making mistakes because he thinks he's invisible, right? Or Conor McGregor, the fight with Khabib, everybody knows that, right? He started to drink whiskey. He was like, nah, no one can beat me, this and that, this and that. That's delusional, right? That's a high ego or bad ego that you shouldn't have because that type of ego will kill you. You think you're too good for stuff. Me, personally, if I had that ego right now, I wouldn't be here sitting and working in my office. It's like 12, in like, what do you call it? In the day, it's a Sunday. I wouldn't be sitting here working. I would be out there having lunch at some expensive fucking restaurant or something. Right? But I know that type of ego will kill me. That's just distractions. Okay, what you need is the good type of ego. Okay, the type of ego, let me tell you. The bad type of ego, we know what that is now. The good type of ego is the ego that will keep you going every single day, even if you're seeing results or if you're not seeing results. Okay, I wasn't seeing results for 4 years. I dropped out of college in 2021, late 2021. I wasn't seeing any results. I tried every business model out there, drop shipping, e-com, SMMA. I even tried flipping cars, flipping things on eBay, creating an app, SaaS, every business model you can think of, I tried. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. And I still kept going. My family was telling me like, okay, like try something else, do something else or this and that. I was like, no, it's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. And then eventually it worked. Right? Because my ego kept telling me it is going to work. I kept seeing all these people making this money online and, they were hitting 50K a month, 20K a month, 10K a month. Even 10K a month used to be a lot of money. I used to think like, if I can just hit 10K a month, I'm going to be so fucking rich. But it's not. When you get to the 20K, 30K, you'll realize it's not that much. Okay, but anyways, that type of ego kept telling me, like, you're gonna do it. Don't worry, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Don't worry. Like, just keep going every single day. It is gonna happen. And of course, I believed in God and all of that, right? It's not that just God is gonna do it for you. I wasn't delusional. Again, a lot of people is delusional. They're like, yeah, if God wants me to have it, then I'll have it. If not, I won't have it. And they don't put in work. They just sit down and just fucking what Netflix. And they're like, yeah, it's just gonna land in my lap. It's not. Yeah, you pray to God. God is the one who's gonna decide if it happens or not. But you are the one who needs to put in the work, right? You're the one who needs to use that ego, the good type of ego, not the bad type of ego, but the good type of ego, to tell yourself that I'm better than that. I won't settle at just failing, trying and failing. I will make it happen. That type of ego is what is going to take you far away from where you are right now. I promise you. Like, I don't want to sit here and talk like I'm super successful, because I'm not. I'm not super successful. I'm still the same person. I'm still the same person I was at $0 a month and at 30K a month. Honestly, I thought that if I make some money, it would change me. It haven't. Or I was scared that it would change me. But it haven't. Because I'm still the same person. I do the same exact shit. I have the same exact routine. I haven't bought shit besides like this camera that I'm recording on and this MacBook and like Apple AirPods. I haven't bought like a car. I bought a car, but that's another thing, right? That's not even an expensive car. It's not even from the money I made here. It's from, like, I'm flipping cars on the side as well. That's a side hustle. Maybe I'll document that one day as well. But I haven't bought shit. I haven't been to expensive dinners. I haven't celebrated once. I hit milestones. I hit 5K, 10K, 20K, 25K, 30K. I haven't celebrated once. I haven't gone out. I haven't done shit. I'm not telling you to don't celebrate. What I'm telling you is you should have the ego that tells you don't settle. Don't settle. Be happy. Be absolutely happy. If you want to celebrate, go out and celebrate, okay? Don't go to the fucking club and get drunk and shit. But if you want to, take your boys out for dinner, or, take your family out for dinner, or your girl out for dinner, take her out for dinner, have like a small thing, right? But don't ever settle. Don't think that you have made it or any of that, because you haven't. Even at 20K, even at 10K or whatever you're making, because that will be your downfall. That will be where arrogance start coming in, where you start getting arrogant. Because you're like, nah, bro, I don't need to work for 12 hours a day anymore because I'm too good for that now. No, 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 no. That's a big mistake. Big mistake. Because as soon as you do that, you start losing your momentum. I understand right now that I have just caught momentum. Right? I just caught speed. And if I start braking now, I won't be able to fully utilize the speed that I caught or the momentum that I have caught. I'll break myself down. And I don't want to do that. And neither should you. Okay? My point is, I know I'm going a little bit left and right. I'm talking about a lot of things. But my main thing is, you should absolutely have an ego. Don't listen to all these people out there talking about you shouldn't have an ego. The only reason they're telling you that is because they're just insecure. Because they know that. And by the way, the word ego is not ego. The word ego just means confidence in this case. In this case, where I'm talking about the ego that keeps you going every single day. Yeah, the other type of ego, the bad ego, that is arrogance. Okay? This type of ego is just called confidence. You should absolutely believe in yourself. You should absolutely have high standards. You should tell yourself that, is this fucker even on? I hope this is on. But you should tell yourself that I can make it. I can do it. I'm going to wake up every single day until it's done. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the same shit every single day. I'm going to make this shit work. You have to have this kind of like, it is ego. It is ego, it is ego. Like, where you don't want to let go of things because you're like, no, I can't. Like, it hurts your ego. It's like, I can't, I just need to do it. I need to prove to myself that I can do it. You have to have that. There is very few people in this world left that have this kind of ego. Most people are like, oh, I can't do it, and just give up and go home sleep or whatever the fuck they do, right? You have to be this. You have to be like this. How do I say this? It's like this person who's like very like, what is this word? I can't think of the word. It's like a word where you keep going. How do I say it, man? Anyways, it's like this. The word I'm trying to. I can explain the word. It's like you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying, you keep doing, you keep doing, you keep doing. Or when you say something, you're stuck on that, right? If you're arguing with someone, the word I'm talking about is like, for example, when you're arguing with someone, you're still stuck on your own. You're like, no, it's gonna go this way. It is gonna go this way. It is gonna go this way. It is gonna go this way. Whatever they say, you're like, no, it is gonna go this way. You have to be that kind of person when it comes to business, when it comes to starting an online business or running an AI agency. You have to be, no, it is gonna go my way. I don't give a fuck. It is gonna go my way. I don't care. It is gonna go my way. I am gonna make this shit work. And that's what you gotta do. Okay, there was a point where I was like, is this mindset shit even worth it? Does this even work? What is this? Like, I thought it was cringe, mindset and all of that. I was like, I was big. I used to like this mindset. I was like, yeah, discipline is important and all of that. But at the same time, I was like, because it came to a point where I wasn't making any money, and I was like, is this mindset shit even working? But I promise you, now I can tell you, mindset is number one. It is the most important thing. Okay, I know a lot of people is like, yeah, mindset is cringe and all of that. Mindset is important. It's the number one. Without mindset, you ain't shit. This is where 90% of your results come from. If you can't control this, if you can't control yourself, your own mind, you can't control any external shit. You can't control your business. You can't control anything. So this is number one. You need to control this first. And also, another thing that I want to add in with ego is we, men, women, whatever, right? I'm going to talk about men because I'm a man, okay? I'm a man and I know how our ego works, okay? Our ego often gets boosted or validated by a lot of different things. And in a lot of men's cases, their ego gets validated if a girl shows them attention or if they get a compliment from someone. You can't let that happen. Okay? You can't let, if a girl talks to you or she shows you attention or she gives you compliment, you can't let that shit boost your ego. Because that is not where your confidence and ego boost should come from. Your ego should be boosted by you being disciplined. By you being disciplined, that is what should boost your ego. Let me tell you something. If I'm like, let's say, this doesn't happen because I don't go out, but I'm just thinking of a scenario right now that I'm going to just explain to you, okay? Let's say I go out to the club, which I have never done and I'm never going to do it. But let's say I go out to the club, okay? And I start getting attention from a lot of girls. If I let that shit boost my ego, I'll be stuck in a loop where I keep going back to the club, getting attention from girls, getting fucked up, drinking, taking drugs, going home again. And when I go home again, I'm like, oh shit, man, I'm feeling like shit. I need an ego boost. Let me go back to the club. And I'll be stuck in this loop where I'm going back to the club because the girls there boost my ego. I come home, I feel like shit, and I feel like I need an ego boost. So I'm like, oh, I need an ego boost. Let me go back to the club. I come home, feel like shit. I need an ego boost. Let me go back to the club. So I'm stuck in this loop, and it's a bad loop. But you can do this in a good way as well, which I'm doing right now. I don't let my ego get boosted by girls showing me attention or, guys giving me compliments or I don't know, whatever people's ego get boosted by. My ego gets boosted by me making progress or being disciplined. Not even making progress. Honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest. When I was at $0 a month versus now $30K a month, my ego haven't boosted. I promise you, it haven't. It just haven't. But when I get an ego boost, when I get a confidence boost, when I feel better is at the end of the day, I know that I've done every single thing that I was supposed to do. I have, taken my cold showers in the morning. I have fasted. I've eaten clean. I eaten my 8 eggs. I have trained hard. I have taken my calls. I've taken care of my clients. I've taken care of my one-to-one clients. I have, created my content. I have done everything that is on my to-do list. That is when I can go home and I'm like, I feel good. I feel an ego boost. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, fuck, man, I need this ego boost. It's like a drug. It's like, I need this ego boost. I need to like, I'm feeling like, I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. When I wake up in the morning, it's like a reset, and I'm like, I get out of bed anxious. I don't sleep very well either. Okay, because I'm like, I wake up early. I wake up a lot of times because I'm thinking a lot. Right, I'm thinking a lot. But when I wake up, I'm like, shit, man, I need to feel good. I need to get an ego boost. Basically, it sounds so weird. I know it sounds fucking weird. But that's like probably looking at me thinking it's like a junkie or something. But I'm like, okay, I need an ego boost. Fuck it. Let me wake up. Let me go take my cold shower. Boom, ego. Okay, or boom, confidence boost. Okay, I'm like, okay, let me go. Let me go to the office. Let me go and take some calls. Let me go work. Let me create some content. Let me go and do everything that is on my to-do list. Boom, more ego boost. Oh shit, what I'm gonna do now? I don't. If I'm like, okay, I can go home. I can chill. I can eat chips. I can watch Netflix. But that is just gonna make me feel like shit. And I don't want to feel like shit. So okay, let me go to the gym. Let me go train. I train hard, I'm like, okay, let me go on the treadmill, let me walk, or let me run or do jogging or whatever, right? And then I'm like, okay, cool. Ego boost, right? Come home, like shit, like it's like only like 9 p.m. or it's like 9:30. I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do now? I can sit down, I can watch Netflix, but I don't wanna fucking do that. Let me go back to the office and work. Boom, more ego boost. And I'm just addicted to that shit. I'm stuck in this loop where I'm like, okay, I need to do something. I need to be disciplined so I can get an ego boost. Right? I need to be disciplined. So I'm stuck in this loop. Like if I'm not being disciplined and if I'm not being productive, if I'm not doing something that is good for me, I basically feel like shit. Then I'm like, oh shit, I need to go back to doing the good thing, working on my business or, creating videos or, I don't know, talking with clients or whatever. That is what boosts my ego. And that is what should boost your ego as well. You should be very, very careful of what you let your ego get boosted by or validated by. Never ever let female attention or shit like that boost your ego because you'll be stuck in that loop. Like you shouldn't females shouldn't tell you like that you're good looking or whatever, you're fucking confident or whatever, right? Whatever these girls tell you to boost your ego. Don't listen to that shit. Don't get confident by that shit. Because you're gonna be stuck in that loop. Get confident, feel good and get a confidence boost or ego boost from actually being disciplined and doing what you're supposed to do. And that's it. Promise you. If you do that, I know this was like a different kind of video where I'm not talking about how to get leads or how to get traffic or any of that technical stuff. But I promise you, this shit is more important than that shit. You can nail all of that. But on the back end, if your mindset isn't working properly, you're never going to be able to succeed with that. Right? That's like, you probably know AI now, right? That's why you're watching my channel. So let's say you're building an AI agent, an AI receptionist. The front end is looking very good. Your marketing is good. Your sales pitch is good. You're getting good leads. The picture of the AI receptionist is good. Your Instagram content is good. But when they buy your shit, you haven't properly set it up because on the back end, you haven't properly prompted it. You haven't properly connected it to their calendar. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. That is not a good product. The client will just cancel and ask you for a refund. Right? Same thing here. You can have all of these tools. I can show you everything. You can even join my one-to-one mentorship, right? Teach my clients or teach my students how to set this up step by step. But if you don't have confidence in yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't have the right mindset, you're never going to be able to succeed with any of that. Because your backend, your prompt, it's not set up properly. So that's the most important thing. Ego. Develop an ego and let that shit come from discipline. and not other bullshit. Get stuck in this loop. Get addicted to good ego. And I promise you, it will take you far in life.